Natalie, thanks. She's reporting live from the White House. 10 TV political reporter Doug Petcash has been gathering reaction from political leaders and strategists from both parties about President Biden's historic decision not to accept the nomination. He joins us now in studio. Doug, what are you being told this evening?
Well, Colin, Democrats roundly praised President Biden for his selflessness in making a tough decision and for his years of service. Republicans are focusing on the campaign fight ahead.
I know what kind of a sacrifice he is making on behalf of the people of this country, and that's why he made this decision.
Many leaders echoed the sentiments of Ohio Senate Minority Leader Nikki Antonio. In a statement, House Minority Leader Allison Russo said in part, President Biden is and always has been a brave and selfless leader. Columbus Mayor Andrew Ginther praised Biden's spirit of service and added, his decision to end his re-election campaign at this time is the latest example of his enduring dedication to the strength and well-being of our country. Ohio's Republican Governor Mike DeWine said, Fran and I wish President Biden and the First Lady all the best as he serves out the remainder of his term and in the years ahead. Longtime U.S. Senator Democrat Sherrod Brown said, I thank President Biden for his years of committed service to the country we love as senator, as vice president, and as president. President Biden endorsed Vice President Kamala Harris as his choice to take his place as the nominee. Brown's opponent in the Senate race, Republican Bernie Moreno, called Kamala Harris more extreme than Biden and said, Democrats will scramble to change faces, but the American people know all too well the results of their policies.
This is an earthquake that has no parallel in American history.
Dale Butland is a Democratic strategist and former Ohio chief of staff for the late Senator John Glenn. He says the Democrats just flipped the script.
It's the Republicans who have a nominee who's nearly 80 years old and who makes unhinged comments and gives rambling speeches.
Republican strategist Terry Casey says the Republicans will probably raise the question, could things get even worse with Harris as president?
Because Biden did have some roots as being more moderate and trying to reach out to the other side. Coming out of California, her record as senator and other things is much more liberal than the mainstream Democrats.
Butland has said he would like to see an open competition for the top of the ticket, with the delegates choosing the nominee at the Democratic National Convention. But he believes Harris would be a strong candidate.
Kamala Harris was a district attorney and an attorney general for her state. And as a Democrat, I'd like nothing more than an election between a prosecutor and a convicted felon.
Casey wonders who would be her vice president.
I've heard some names have said no, they don't want to do that because maybe it's like getting on board a new captain on the Titanic.
Now, Butland also says there's a monetary consideration in making Harris the nominee. The hundreds of millions of dollars raised by the Biden-Harris campaign could go to her immediately, while it's legally unknown whether Biden could transfer all of that cash to a different candidate. Colin.